So, first image formed if object at infinity. When I thought principal focus of concave mirror, already I said object kept at infinity means real image formed at principal focus. So, object is at infinity, image formed at principal focus. So, this is first diagram. Second diagram, we have to keep the object beyond C. So, beyond C means this is nothing but object. So, this is A, B is nothing but object. As usual, we have to draw the ray diagram with measurement only. So, first we have to draw principal axis, then we have to draw the concave mirror with the help of compass. So, this is nothing but the pole of the mirror. So, from pole to principal focus, we need to take 3 cm distance, and principal focus to center of curvature also we need to take 3 cm. So, FC and FP both also equal distance. Object we have to keep beyond C. This one no need measurement and all. You want to keep anywhere beyond C you need to keep. So, 2 rays I used. First is parallel ray. So, parallel ray we know the rules. After reflection it want to pass through principal focus. So, this is reflected ray. Second ray which is passing through center of curvature. After reflection it will retrace its path. So, 2 reflected rays, where does it meet, that place image will form. So, this image is nothing but A dash, B dash. So, this is nothing but the image, but the arrow mark is invertically. So, object is straight, image we are getting inverted. So, compared to the object size, image size is very small. Very small image means we have to use a diminished image. So, diminished image formed between F and C. If object kept beyond C, real, inverted and diminished image formed between F and C. Object kept at C. So, AB is the object I kept at C. Same measurement we need to take. First ray I used parallel ray. After reflection it want to pass through principal focus. So, next ray which is passing through principal focus. After reflection it want to pass parallel to the principal axis. So, 2 reflected rays, where does it meets, the image will form at that place. So, here image A dash, B dash also formed at C. Height of the image is equal to height of the object. So, size of the image is same. So, in real, inverted and same size image formed at C. Third is object kept between principal focus and center of curvature. Already I taught you 4 rays. In that any 2 rays you can use for image formation. So, commonly we will use parallel ray. Object I kept between F and C. Object is AB. First ray is parallel ray. After reflection it passed through principal focus. Next ray which is passing through principal focus. After reflection it want to pass parallel to the principal axis. The reflected rays meet at this point. Compared to the size of the object, the image size is large. One more, it formed beyond C. So, object kept between F and C means real, inverted, enlarged image formed beyond C. Compared to the object, image size is big. So, we have to use the word enlarged. So, real, inverted and enlarged image formed beyond C. Now, object kept at F. So, object kept at F. First one parallel ray. After reflection passing through principal focus. So, next one is which is passing through center of curvature. After reflection it will retrace its path. Both the reflected rays are parallel. So, if the reflected rays are parallel, image will form at infinity. So, real, inverted and enlarged image formed at infinity when object kept at F. Next diagram, object kept between principal focus and pole of mirror. So, small size object I kept, the one ray which is passing through center of curvature. After reflection it will retrace its path. Second ray which is striking the pole of the mirror. After reflection, it will follow the laws of reflection. So the reflected rays we have to connect both backwards with the help of dot line. So when the two dot lines are meeting that place, the image will form. That is, with the help of dot lines we have to make. Why? Because that image is not real, that is virtual. Image is straight. How the object we kept, same like image also formed straight. So straight image means we have to use the word erect. If object kept between principal focus and pole of the mirror, then image formed beyond center of curve is beyond the concave mirror, and the image is virtual, erect and enlarged. These are image formed by concave mirror. So image formed by concave mirrors are real and virtual. When we will get virtual image means we have to keep the object between F and P. That virtual image we can't catch by screen, but a real image we can catch by screen. Virtual image we can see, but we can't catch by screen. We know if convex mirror, object kept at infinity, the image formed by convex mirror is always virtual. Object is at infinity, virtual image formed at principal focus. Next, object kept beyond P or anywhere. We can't keep at P, anywhere beyond P. At pole of the mirror, anywhere we are keeping means always image formed between F and P. F and P very diminished, erect and virtual image always formed between F and P. But object kept at infinity, image formed at principal focus. So image formed by convex mirror is always virtual. So first we have to learn about the sign convention of mirror. Cartesian sign convention we want to learn. Before that I am going to teach about mirror equation. So this is mirror equation. 1 by F equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. F means nothing but focal length of the mirror. U means object distance. Object distance is nothing but a distance between object from the pole of the mirror. And V means image distance, same like distance between image from the pole of the mirror. So this is mirror equation. With the help of these formulas, number of questions they will ask. Numerical questions they may ask. Any two they may give. We have to find other quantity. So focal length and object distance they are giving means we can find image distance. This is mirror equation. Now I am going to say Cartesian sign convention of the mirror. First Cartesian sign convention of mirror is all the distances we are going to measure from pole of the mirror, either radius of curvature or focal length or object distance and image distance. All the distances we are going to measure from pole of the mirror. This pole of the mirror onwards we need to measure. So object we need to keep in negative left side of the mirror or negative x-axis. If object distance we are measuring leftwards of the mirror or negative x-axis, the sign we need to give is negative. So all the distance like object distance or image distance by concave mirror is always negative. Why? Because we are going to measure in negative x-axis. We should measure from pole of the mirror and we want to measure in this direction. So distance we are measuring in negative x-axis, want to use negative sign. In positive x-axis distance we are using means that we need to give positive sign. Like that height we are measuring upward of the mirror. Upward of the mirror indicates a positive y-axis. So sign convention is positive. Height we are measuring downward of the mirror is always negative. So this is the Cartesian sign convention for mirror. With the help of this sign convention only we want to solve the problems or we want to use mirror equation and other equations, we need to use sign convention clearly. So one more time I'm repeating, all the distances we want to measure from pole of the mirror. The distance we measure in positive x-axis direction is positive, negative x-axis direction is negative. The distance measured upward of principal axis is positive, height we are measuring downwards of principal axis is negative. So these are important sign convention or Cartesian sign convention for mirrors. The same sign convention we can use both for concave and convex mirrors. So next one is linear magnification of mirror. What is mean by magnification of mirror is nothing but it is the ratio of height of the image to the height of the object. That is nothing but magnification of mirror. Magnification of plane mirror is 1. Reason, we are standing in front of mirror, same size of our image we are going to get. So height of the image is equal to the height of the object. So magnification of plane mirror is always 1. But spherical mirrors, it will differ by the position of the object and position of the image. So if object kept at C, image also formed at C. So the object size and image size both also equal, then the magnification value is 1. Like that we have to measure magnification. Linear magnification is the ratio of height of the image to the height of the object. That is nothing but equal to minus V by U. V means image distance, U means object distance. Using this formula we can find magnification of mirrors. So either the image size is larger than the object or smaller than the object, we can find with the help of the magnification formula. Next I am going to discuss about the uses of concave mirror. Concave mirror we are using in number of ways. First main thing is we are using in vehicle headlights. Vehicle headlights we are using concave mirror, so it will produce powerful beam of light. So at night time this concave mirror function will be very effective. So powerful beam of light will eject from the light. That light surrounding by the concave mirrors are there. So powerful beam of light produced by vehicles with the help of concave mirrors. The dentist using concave mirror to see the larger image of teeth. One more, shaving purpose also they are using concave mirrors to see the larger image. So next, uses of convex mirror. Only one use is there for convex mirror. Convex mirror is always used in rear view mirror of vehicles. Vehicles rear view mirror is nothing but the drivers in vehicle where driver is sitting just outside, they will keep the convex mirror. Why they are using convex mirror means behind the vehicle the traffic or the vehicles are coming in which directions, or they can take diversions, everything with the help of convex mirror only they are going to see. By the help of convex mirror, image formation is always erect, so straight image they are going to get. One more small image they are going to get. So driver can see easily the behind vehicles are moving which direction. So with the help of that he can drive the vehicle safely. So these are the uses of concave and convex mirrors.
ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಬೆಲ್ ಐಕನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಡೋ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳ ನೋಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೊದಲು ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸಂದೇಹಗಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳಿಸಿ. ಹಾಗೆ ಈ ತರಗತಿಗಳು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ತಲುಪುವಂತೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ.